Hello friends, and welcome to Escaping the Mouse with your host, me, Breck Roll. Alright, we're going to go do a little shopping today. You may recall a few weeks ago that I repainted my master bedroom. Well, a lot of people commented on how horrible my dresser looked. And even my mom, who, when she saw that video, says, yeah, I'm surprised you even still have that thing. Truth is, that was the dresser I had when I was a kid, and I just never replaced it. Now, it's kind of junky, it's falling apart, it doesn't look really nice. It's got a lot of damage on it from damage that I caused when I was a kid. So, I mean, it's time to replace this thing. And I've been looking for the last couple weeks. And my mom mentioned that since I have a birthday coming up, that she wanted to get me a dresser for my birthday. So I found the dresser I'm looking for, and today we're going to go buy it. I don't know if they've got it in stock, but we'll figure out what the details are on that and when we can get it here. Let's go to Bob Mills Furniture. Alright, so this is a dresser that, like I said, I've had since I was a kid. And I mean, you can see there's all sorts of massive scratches on the top, damage here on the sides. And I thought at one point of maybe sanding it down and fixing it, but the truth is it isn't really that high quality stuff to begin with. It was designed to be a dresser for a kid, and it's time to jettison this. So, goodbye dresser. Now, Waco has a pretty thriving furniture industry. In fact, there's an area here called Furniture Row where it's just store after store after store that does furniture. But I'm going to go back to Bob Mills Furniture. Bob Mills Furniture is on Furniture Row also. And I've been in a lot of the other places. A lot of the other stuff kind of feels like, kind of IKEA stuff, particle board and stuff like that. But when I went to Bob Mills to get this stuff for the guest bedroom, this stuff is solid furniture. And it's designed to last forever. So there was really no choice but to go back there just because all of this came from that place. All right, here we are. Let's go in. So this is a really nice store. They got a lot of great stuff here, but they're doing some construction right now. This whole front section is kind of taped off, and they're kind of redoing the whole area. So they moved a whole bunch of furniture back here into the back. So it's kind of weird going into a furniture store with fine furniture and coming into a big overlit warehouse and finding all the stuff. But that's what they got to do at the moment. But this is the piece I'm looking at here. A little dusty on the top because, hey, it's a warehouse, right? But it's got that same kind of finish that you saw on the other stuff. I like the self-closing doors. And then this thing slides open, and you have some nice shelves in here for that kind of stuff. So a lot of nice storage. It's actually nice and tall, so it's the right size for somebody like me. This is, me standing next to it. The other one I was considering was this piece here. But one, I don't really need a mirror on my dresser. I usually go into the bathroom when I need a mirror. And all of this was so low down that I'd be bending over all the time to get it. A lot of this stuff, with this one here, the stuff's higher up, so it's going to be a lot easier for me to get at things. And if I can bend less, then that's good, right? So I got the thing ordered. They don't keep this kind of stuff in stock here. They keep it in their warehouse in Fort Worth. So I have a delivery on a week from tomorrow, which is Tuesday. So good to go on this. So we'll catch up with you when the stuff arrives and take on the next adventure. Alright, so we made that purchase and everything has been ordered now. Now, this company doesn't have a whole lot of warehouse space, and half of their warehouse space is actually being used for part of the showroom right now while they're doing construction. So their central warehouse is in Fort Worth somewhere, and they're going to have the thing ordered for me, and it'll be brought down, and I should receive it next week. Another thing that's different about Texas, in California we'd call this a June bug infestation. But it's April. All right, it's Monday. Tomorrow there's actually two things that are scheduled to happen. You'll see this in an upcoming vlog, but I've been trying for about a month now to get Bite and Nibble in to get vaccinated. They haven't had their vaccines in a while, and it's time to get that taken care of. Now, like I said, I've been looking for about a month, and apparently during the whole COVID thing, when everybody was locked down, one of the ways people coped was by going out and getting new pets. And that has resulted in a weird vet shortage right now. Vets aren't even taking in new patients because they're at capacity. So like I said, I've been looking for a while. I finally found one last week that would set up an appointment for me, and I have an appointment tomorrow at 2:20 to get the cats their vaccines. Also scheduled tomorrow was supposed to be the delivery of my dresser, and they told me that they would text me the day before today and give me a 2-hour window when the dresser would be delivered. Can you guess what the window is? Yeah, 1 to 3 o'clock. So right in the middle of when I'm at the vet, they're going to be delivering my dresser. So I went over to Bob Mills and to see if I could change the time of the delivery, and they said, well, they could reschedule it for another day, but they can't change the time on the same day. So I really want to get this thing sooner rather than later, and I'd already kind of thought that this might be an issue. So I asked them, is the dresser in the building now? And the girl looked in the computer and says, yes, it's here now. And I said, great, I got a brand new trailer I've been dying to try out, and this sounds like a great time to do it. So I'm gonna run home, get my trailer, and come back, and I'll just take the thing home myself. Now, I decided also that I didn't want to be dragging this thing or using a hand truck to move this thing around. So I went over to Home Depot on the way home, picked up a couple of just cheap furniture dollies, and this will help me get the thing in the house. One of the reasons I kind of wanted to get somebody to have these things delivered is that sometimes it's nice to have a couple of big beefy guys come in here and muscle the thing in, because this thing is heavy, and you don't really want to try and drag this thing into position, but with these little furniture dollies, I should be in good shape. All right, that was relatively easy. It took a little bit of work. This is really a heavy piece of furniture, so it took a little bit of work to get it off the trailer and all that. And I was concerned about scratching it, and I don't think I had any problems with that. I got it onto the dollies. I just basically got the straps holding the dollies in place so that if I'm going over bumps and stuff like that, I don't end up losing the dollies and having the thing fall off. So got it into the garage. Let's kind of muscle it into the master bedroom and get it set up. All right, I managed to get it into the room relatively easily. The dollies worked perfectly. They came right down the hall, but unfortunately I had to tip it up right side up and couldn't move it in here on its side because I couldn't make this corner here, and I kind of figured that would be an issue, but we got it upright and just slid it right in here, and I think we're ready to go. Let's unwrap this thing, put it into its final position, and figure out what we're going to do with this old thing. So there's the final thing there. Now, I noticed that it's a little bit different here than the thing I ordered. The hardware on the door here is a little different. Had more of a handle like this in the showroom. That's not really that big a deal. I'm not going to make that big a deal out of it. It's still a really nice piece of furniture. One of the things I like about it is it's got these stealth closing drawers, so you can push them closed and they kind of close on their own. Now I got a little bit of an issue I got to deal with on this top one, and it might just be a little bit of an adjustment, but this part is hitting and it isn't clearing right here. So I don't know, maybe I can take the handle or take the slide of the drawer out and figure out what's going on there. Other than that, everything else seems to work really well. All the rest of the drawers, they close automatically on their own, which is what you want. Gotta give it enough inertia to close it. But not this one. So like I said, we'll adjust that one, see what happens, and see if I can figure that out. Otherwise, I might end up calling Bob Mills Furniture back and seeing what they think. Worst case scenario, I would bet you I could just shave a little bit of the wood off of there and make that clear nice. You look at it, even here you can kind of see the gap isn't very consistent. It's thinner here than it is here. So I just think maybe if I adjust the little railing on there, make it look like the rest of them. You know, the rest of them, everything is nice and plumb and really perfectly level and all that. So like I said, just probably a little adjustment, not really that big a deal. Looks pretty good. I'm very happy with it. Kind of has a nice antique look to it. I like the fact that it actually looks like it's a little distressed. You know, they can actually see you know, little texture in the wood, which is kind of gives it a little personality. It makes it look like it's like reclaimed wood or something like that. But very, very happy with the piece. It came in here really nice. The trailer came in handy, and the trailer's already starting to pay for itself, because by hauling this thing home on my own, I saved myself $160 in shipping charges. And you know, my big concern, of course, was moving it in here, and that was part of the reason I did the shipping thing in the first place, because I wasn't necessarily paying for the shipping. I was paying for the two burly guys that were going to come here and muscle this thing in here. But with the little furniture dollies, this came in pretty easily, so that worked out really well. Thank you very much, Mother. I love it. And until next time, thank you as always for watching, and I will see you next time on Escaping the Mouse. Good night. Oh, and before we wrap this video up completely, when I got home from the furniture store, I noticed that Beth had sent me another Flash video. So let's take a look at that. Thank you, Beth.
So Flash and Snowy seem to be getting along. They're so funny.